Nintendo apologises for Pokemon, the eShop gets updated, the Direct is imminent, and more. Welcome back to Switch News. Yes, I haven't done one in a couple of weeks because I didn't really think the news was that good for the past couple of weeks. Shoot me. Oh, and a quick word from our sponsor.
Do you like gaming?
I do.
Oh, yeah. Well, then you should come and see our podcast.
That's right.
Where AJ and I talk about all things gaming.
It's a bit like the video you're watching just now.
Yeah.
But more.
Yeah.
So come on over and subscribe.
Really long.
Really long.
And really long.
It's a bit like this, really, for about 20 minutes or so each time.
Yeah.
So we'll see you there.
So kicking right into things, Platinum Games celebrate Metal Gear Rising's 10th anniversary at the end of this month. Now, via their Twitter account, they announced they'd be releasing some new artwork, but could this mean something more? Do you think we could possibly see a remaster with a Switch release? What's hilarious, timing-wise, is that I missed this game entirely. I didn't even know Platinum Games made it, and I only just recently found out. Now, as a huge fan of Bayonetta and Astral Chain and other Platinum games, I just had to have it. And well, you might have seen, I've just bought a Steam Deck, so I immediately went over to the Steam site and, bought it there. But I haven't played it yet, I have to admit, and, have you played this game before? I'd love to know your thoughts, and do you think we could see a Switch remaster? Next up, Monster Hunter Rise just released on Xbox and PlayStation, and now Capcom have announced that the game has sold over 12 million units, at least for the base game, which is just mad. And last month we saw the expansion Sunbreak had surpassed 5 million units across both PC and Switch 2. Now that's insane, that is a lot of games being sold right there. And I've not actually played it yet. I haven't even bought it or anything because I've never really been a big Monster Hunter person. I've always liked the idea of it, but always found myself getting a little bit bored in the older games at least. But I do want to try this at some point. Everyone keeps saying, Andy, you need to go and play, the new one, Rise. And I'm like, yeah, maybe. And next up, Nintendo have finally fixed the eShop. Well, they haven't really, but they have updated it so that when you go to the search feature and you search for a game, instead of one column of games being shown, it now shows 2 columns, which I suppose is a start. It's going to make finding things a little bit easier, but I mean, come on, Nintendo. Is that all you've got? Like, seriously, the Nintendo eShop sucks. It is the worst storefront I have ever experienced in my life. It's laggy, it's slow, you lose where you are, it kicks you out. It's just terrible. So, yeah, cool, I guess. Next up, a financialpost.com article states that Post Arcade managed to speak with Nintendo of Canada's manager, Susan Penfather, I think that's how you say her name. When she was asked about the issues faced with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, she apologised for the performance issues and said that they take it to heart and are working on improvements to these games. So will we see these improvements soon? I mean, we previously heard that they might be releasing some sort of expansion or patch to fix things in February. So could that coincide with a Nintendo Direct? I don't know, but I've certainly had horrendous performance issues in my playthrough. I've really enjoyed the game, I love the game, but the performance sucks. I can dip down to 10 FPS in whole areas and it's just not on. Another big news! Well, rumours have it that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct this week, because apparently Jeff Grubb says the week beginning the 6th of February, expect a Nintendo Direct. Now, if we roll it back to the last Switch news that I did, I actually was talking about how I expect there to be a Nintendo Direct early February, just because that's what they've done ever since the Switch has launched, right? I'm pretty sure they've not missed a February Direct ever since the Switch has been launched. So that was my reasoning behind it. Maybe that's his reasoning behind it. I don't know if he has any actual information or just going off what I was thinking. I don't know, but I would love to see a Direct pretty soon. And if we do see a Direct, will we see that Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Switch OLED model that had surfaced a month or 2 ago and we've discussed before? Will insiders' claims of F-Zero returning actually come true? As with Metroid, will we finally see that Metroid Prime 1 remaster that was supposedly leaked too? Well, maybe we could even see Advance Wars get a release date. Now, I'm not hopeful, but I would absolutely love it if they released Game Boy Advance or GameCube to the expansion pack. That would make my life, but I really don't think they're gonna do that. I mean, we've had one N64 game released in the past, 2 or 3 months? It's not even been one a month. Like, what are we paying for? I don't know. And even then, the GoldenEye, 007 that's just released, people are having issues unless you have the N64 controller like I've got. So what do you think of all of this week's news so far? Do you think there's going to be a Direct? If so, what games do you want to see there? I mean, for me, it's F-Zero and Metroid. That's what I want. I want to see the return of both of those things. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. And whilst you're down there, subscribe, and also go and check out mine and AJ's podcast. Oh yeah, the 128KB podcast, where in this episode, we're talking about the GoldenEye 007 N64 release on the expansion pack, just there, and the issues faced with the controllers, etc. And yes, as I mentioned earlier, I bought a Steam Deck. So go and watch this video here, and I talk about why I bought a Steam Deck, who I think it's for, why I think I'm the perfect demographic for it, and all that good stuff. So go check these out, and I'll see you in the next one.